Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As always, I'm Amber, and today I'm going to kind of tackle two birds with one stone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my nighttime skincare routine and talk about the phenomenal experience I had at the MacDougall Face of Fabulous competition. So stay tuned and we'll chat. Alright guys, so now that I have my hair out of the way and now that I found a mirror, I can go through with washing my face. The cleanser that I'm going to use today is Peter Thomas Roth Anti-Aging Cleansing Gel. It's about time for a new one, but this is my favorite cleanser right now. It's anti-aging and oil-free, which is good for my combination skin. But anywho, what we really want to know about is the MacDougall Face of Fabulous competition. So I actually entered in 2017 and had the opportunity to go to New York, walk for Mac and his panel of judges, and I was not selected to go to the next round. But then I entered again, despite people being like, oh no, you shouldn't enter, you don't fit the demographic that he uses, whatever that's supposed to mean. But I'm personally one of those people that believe strongly that representation is key. So if I want to see somebody like me walking the runway or modeling for a major brand, I gotta show up, right? Right. So, anywho, I was able to submit a picture this year and explain under the photo why I am fabulous and why I think I'd be a good fit for the brand, and that was enough. So I was invited to go out to Illinois and have another opportunity to interview with MacDougall and a panel of judges, including the current Face of Fabulous and a fabulous radio host. And it was a whole lot of fun. I had a excellent time. Like, I met so many beautiful, confident, self-assured women who were all curvy girls. I guess that's what I should mention. So this is a plus-sized modeling competition, and the brand name under MacDougall, the collection name, is Fabulous. I don't think I mentioned that before, but I think it's a really awesome opportunity to showcase a different kind of beauty on a larger scale, and I am all for it. So anywho, my excitement didn't really kick in until I got on the plane. Like, I kind of thought it was just like too good to be true, kind of. But I got on the plane. I made it to Illinois on a Friday and went in for registration. They had a little bit of paperwork for us to do at registration. I met a handful of the girls, but at that point I wasn't quite sure how many girls would actually be in attendance. So they had over 1,000 entries, which is huge, right? Over 1,000 entries. So, you know, I was feeling myself off that. I was like, okay, out of 1,000, you saw little old me. And then from that 1,000, you had a number of girls that were invited to Chicago, and I believe the turnout number, I could be wrong, but the number of girls that actually made it to Chicago was 57. So I'm in, they separate us into groups of 4, and they had kind of like a round robin situation with the different things that we had lined up during the day. So we had a test shoot, we had a runway class, we had a hair and makeup class with the owner of Pink Pewter. hair accessories, makeup, all things girly. And we had a panel interview with Mac and his judges. You guys, when I tell you that I wasn't expecting such a warm welcome, not just from Mac, but his staff. Now, mind you, I'd been to New York and met his staff really briefly, but there were so many girls in New York that, you know, it wasn't really like a one-on-one situation, you know. So after I was in group one, shout out to group one, everybody was super sweet and we were all there. Like our first thing was the test shoot, so we got really close really quick. We were all there helping each other in and out of our dresses, complimenting each other, giving each other tips, cheering each other on. It was so warm. I've been in very few situations where it's like a modeling casting where there was that much interaction between the girls, and that was really, really nice. So it kind of calmed a little bit of everybody's nerves because, you know, a lot of us hadn't met each other. There was a group text, I know, for a lot of the girls to get acquainted, but a lot of us hadn't, you know, met in person. So after the test shoot, we actually had lunch, and this happened on Cinco de Mayo, so we had a lovely taco spread. Made me so happy that, you know, nobody was afraid to eat. Anyhow, after lunch, we went in and we did the Runway Class, and that was super amazing. Our runway coach was super encouraging and just kind of really gave us suggestions about, you know, how to work the dress that we were going to wear, and just general things about runway that, you know, if you're new to the industry, or say you are in pageants and you're trying to transition into modeling, just fun tips that would help you look better or look more flush as a runway model and wouldn't stand out as a pageant girl. You know what I'm saying? Kind of things to kind of polish your walk and your style on the runway, which I thought was excellent because it's not just something that you can apply to that one situation. You can go on and apply it to other modeling opportunities. The fun doesn't stop there. After that, our group went into interview. So each one of us got 6 minutes in front of the panel of judges, including McDougal himself. And that was really nice. It gave them opportunity to kind of get to know us and really see like what our personalities and our values are. And I know I had a good time. I told Mac and the judges, I don't mind telling you guys because it's true, I grew up wanting to look like Jessica Rabbit, like super voluptuous, you know, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way, like super dramatic, I know, and probably something you shouldn't say in an interview, but that's who I am. I've always wanted to be a curvy woman. The only time that I didn't want to be a curvy woman is when people put it in my head that in order to achieve the dreams that I wanted, I had to be like a size 2 or a size 4. And I'm glad I didn't listen to those people, because I'm more myself when I'm comfortable with the skin I'm in, and it makes me really happy that somebody out there is giving girls who look like me opportunities to have these big platforms and to be leaders in the beauty industry. So I'll never stop saying thank you to McDougal for that. And then after our interviews, we had a hair and makeup session with Pink Pewter, and child, let me tell you, that turned into such a good and cleansing therapy session. We all went around the room and we shared our stories, and, you know, kind of went into the reasons why we're here. We shared makeup tips. The owner of Pink Pewter was able to kind of gauge us and really feel our soul, and it was really good. I left feeling completely filled up, and it was beautiful, you know, to just really see kind of beyond myself and realize that there are other people out there who are experiencing the same things that I was, trying to model and be in pageants and so on and so forth. So it felt really great to be in an atmosphere with like-minded people. Quick note, I am going to be I just cleansed my face, washed it. I used a towel to take the cleanser off, which also kind of works as an exfoliant. I'm going to use this Mary Kay Time Wise Repair eye cream under my eyes, and then I'm going to use Clinique's Moisture Surge on the outsides of my face, and on the center of my face I'm going to use an oldie but goodie. It's a classic. I'm going to use Pond's Dry Skin Cream. I love this stuff, like it's the best. But yeah, other than that, I had a great time. This was an all-day event on Saturday. So it was literally, our check-in was at 9, and I don't think that I left the venue until 10:30, but I had to be up at like 2:30 in the morning to get my flight back to Seattle, which, I mean, was great. I had a straight through flight. Everything about my trip was really, really awesome, you know, and the fact that it's a week later and I'm still feeling all, for lack of better words, warm and fuzzy about my experience really makes me happy. From here, we are waiting to find out who will be named in the top 10. So Mac is going to review the girls and then choose his top 10 from there. And I mean, I can only pray that I'm in that group, of course, because this opportunity would definitely change my life. But I definitely would be happy for anyone who was at this event to get this chance, because I spent enough time with them to know that the message that I want to spread will still get its platform, will still get its time to shine. So that is so exciting for me. I can't even. But I have a lot of ideas about what I'd like to see whomever wins just kind of take off and do. And I want to be sure that, you know, whoever that person is, I want to support them throughout their year. And I pray that, you know, should it be me, that people would want to support me the same way. But I had a great time. I still feel completely filled up and blessed, really, to have had the experience at all, to know that there is someone out there giving us opportunities, you know. And when I grow up, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to provide opportunities to people who are like me, or, you know, who aren't like me and just don't have the resources or the finances to get their voices out there. I want to be someone like MacDougall who can help elevate a platform that may not apply to me directly, because MacDougall is not plus size. Okay, he's not plus size, nor is he a woman, but he's giving us a platform to be heard, and I really, really appreciate that. So anyway, I could talk about this all day long. I'm definitely really, 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 really passionate about this subject in particular. It's all in God's hands now, and I know that I'm going to support the brand no matter what. I always like to finish my face with some lip balm before I go to bed. And if my lips are scaly, which they kind of are now, I usually would go back in with the towel that I used on my face and just kind of exfoliate those spots that were a bit scaly, and then go back in and put the balm back on. Thank you guys for listening to me. I appreciate you taking the time. That is my nighttime skin routine. I'm ready to go to bed. I encourage, I'm sure there will be a Face of Fabulous competition next year. I encourage anyone who's thinking about modeling or just being heard to definitely do the steps it takes. Submit your picture, tell your story, and just be true to you, because you matter. And there is someone who wants to know you. Go in love. Bye.